Hey guys, this is Dan with Gears and Gadgets. Thanks for tuning in. So today we are going back from two wheels to four wheels. So if you guys watched my video a few months ago, I did a review on one of these quads from American Bike and Trike, and you know, there was a lot of feedback on that video. Harley then announced their new CVO Tri-Glide. So that trike goes up to $50,000. It's 49 grand. And after I saw that, I was like, you know, those quads, to me, if I was going to spend $50,000, it seems like it would be, I guess, a cooler thing to buy. And if you're going to go from two wheels to three, why not look into going to four? Now, this is not sponsored by American Bike and Trike. Hey guys, so as I'm editing this video, that is right, this is not sponsored content. This is just a local company, American Bike and Trike. I just think that what they do is really cool, and I want to promote that. Just happens to be they're in my backyard. So these quads are something that I thought was pretty cool, worth sharing with my viewers. One of the cool things that they're doing right now is they're actually testing these things out in flat track racing. So I was actually out a couple weeks ago. I just ran out. It was just a testing run they were doing with these quads. And they're planning on putting these things on the track and running these things in a race environment. I think that's really cool. So what you're seeing here with me today on this video is reviewing this on the highway, but they are really trying to branch these things out and get into a racing market, which I think is awesome. And I'm really looking forward to seeing what they do with this. So again, I just wanted to share that with you guys. So with that being said, I'll jump right back into the video here and enjoy. So what I'm going to do is take this up on the highway for a minute, and we'll go and talk about the differences between this and the Tri-Glide as far as why I think this might be better bang for your buck. Now, first things first, the Tri-Glide, you know, in the CVO form, is going to be you know, loaded to the gills with the Harley accessories and all that, and some guys are going to place a lot of value on that. I understand that. Something like this, though, is built off of a Softail frame, and it's then converted to a quad. Now, the benefits of this compared to a trike from Harley-Davidson is, on this, you actually have an independent rear suspension, and that's going to be much better for handling than what Harley has on their trike currently. The one thing that Terry from American Bike and Trike did say is those shows that those guys do, you know, trade shows and stuff, they hear a lot of people say, oh, I would never ride a trike, but I would absolutely ride one of those. And that's because it's cool and it's different. So if I were in the market to spend $50,000 on a CVO in the trike format, I 100% would go and take a look at a quad first, because something like this can be delivered in the $40,000 to $50,000 range, you know, out the door, depending on how you option it. You know, this fairing is not part of the kit. This is a retrofitted road glide fairing onto the Softail frame, which has been converted into a quad. So kind of a lot of things here to make that work, but you're able to do this in a similar price that you're able to buy that CVO trike form bike. And I don't know, in my opinion, this is going to turn quite a bit more heads. Some of the things that you're not going to have with a quad like this, and it all basically depends on what bike you're going to convert into this quad, is really what you get. These are built up off of the Softail frames. So you can go up to, I believe it's an 18, 19 for the Softail frames, but you'd have to verify with American Bike and Trike which bikes could do the conversion. So with that being said, you're not getting the new RDS system on the touring bikes, which most people looking at something like this type of bike aren't really going to care too much about that stuff, I don't think. You're also not going to get the Boombox GTS, but you do have, as you can see here, a Sony head unit that will fit, in the fairing here. Again, that fairing is an added option. another different thing is you have no front brake, so everything is linked braking through this, you know, your right foot. So it takes a minute, you know, you kind of keep going for that front brake. But I tell you, this bike is pretty wild. So I just wanted to get out and cruise with this thing, and I'm happy that I did, because the last time I test rode the quad, I wasn't up on. Wow, this thing handles so good around a corner. You really lean into that corner, it just takes it. It's a different experience. That's the one thing that's better about these quads than the trikes, is that a trike, theoretically, if you get into a corner too fast, you could be in trouble. A trike can tip. These quads, they stay planted, and basically it'll take the corner as fast as you can hold on to the quad itself, which, you know, says a lot about the way that this thing handles. Even going over these bumps, it's composed. See that that girl was just smiling, thinking this thing was pretty cool. You know, the trikes, to me, I think just nothing that's uncool about them per se, as far as what they are, but what they've become is kind of what makes them uncool. It's like the bike that people buy that can't ride bikes anymore, and therefore just kind of becomes known as like the old guy kind of thing. And it's similar to, like, I don't know, like Cadillacs and stuff. Are Cadillacs really nice cars? Certainly, you know, they really are. But if you buy one, people are going to call you an old man. So that's kind of what the trikes became, is just the old man bike. And I think that this kind of breaks that mold, because it's different, it's custom, it's not off the shelf, it's incredibly comfortable. So I guess for this video, I just wanted to make a comparison between somebody who's going to spend $50,000 on a CVO Tri-Glide to something else that's another option, that if they can't ride on two wheels anymore and they don't want to buy a trike, that this is just kind of a way to keep riding a Harley. Has that same Harley feel and sound. It still has all that torque of a Harley. Just a really awesome bike. I think these things are wild. So really, depending on how you option these things, you're between $40,000 and $50,000 out the door for a bike like this, or a quad like this. As far as this being a bike that I think somebody should check out who's in the trike market, absolutely. I mean, this thing is just totally rad, and I don't see how you wouldn't want to at least consider something like this. You have the ability to ride two up, bang out a ton of miles, no different than what a trike accomplishes. The only difference is it's freaking awesome. and I think that most people seeing this going down the road are going to certainly, you're going to turn more heads and get a lot more people that think it's cool as far as what a trike is capable of doing. That's my opinion. So guys, with all that being said, I'm going to get this back to American Bike and Trike here in Gilbert. So thank you guys very much for tuning in. If this is your first time tuning in, please hit that subscribe button down below. Remember, likes go a long way to help support the channel, and I will see you guys next time.